Boomer Sooner, baby! We're here at the Wishing Well, and I just saw a bunch of Longhorns who were here wishing that their offense, that gimmicky high school crap they're running with Casey Nash, is going to work this week for UCLA, but that's part of the preview show. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's recap last week real quick. Oklahoma State, they look solid, very, very good. In fact, offensively, they're one of the best teams in the country. We can't deny that any longer. That, we'll still beat them because their defense is iffy, but they look strong. They're going to take care of the Longhorns. Will they beat A&M? That is the big game. I guess I'm rooting for Osux to beat them so that they're prepared for that big game at the end of the year. Who else? LSU, they're looking tough. They got a big game against Mississippi State. Once again, Alabama, but let's be honest, we predicted the upset with Penn State. No, didn't happen. In fact, Joe Paul needs to retire. It's obvious. The dude, I mean, come on. He's 84 years old. He looks ancient. He belongs in a nursing home. Penn State won't be Penn State again until he retires. And then again, we'll see what kind of coach they get to replace him. Give Alabama credit, though. They took care of business there. But basically, Penn State didn't really have an offense, and we misread that completely. We face up to what we missed, and we missed on that one big time. Utah versus USC, that was an interesting game. I thought Utah would win, but the quarterback was scared to death the whole time, so that it makes, it's too bad, and had the kick blocked at the end of the game. But USC is a non-factor this year. They're going to lose 3 or 4 games at least. It was sweet to watch Notre Dame lose again, and the way they lost in the last 30 seconds. With they're playing sandlot ball by Michigan, and they bombed it and won the game. Other than that, from what I saw, it looks like Virginia Tech looks good again. I don't know how solid they really are yet, but I think they'll end up taking the ACC. The Longhorns beating BYU, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then we'll get to the preview show tonight. We all know that BYU should have beat them, but we didn't realize that Jake Heaps, was such a panic Nancy that he couldn't even throw the ball, past the line of scrimmage against Texas. They didn't even try to throw it downfield. And I know they want to give Texas defense credit, but when you're running patterns that are like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and that's where you throw it, it's easy to defend that. They thought their defense would hold up, but they couldn't stop simple, fake running plays. Nash, Peace, blocked the ball. So hats off to UT for winning that game. BYU had it in the bag, they choked here. I still expect UT to go 4-8, 5-7. So with that, Boomer Center, baby. That's the recap of last week. I'm super excited about the Florida State game tonight. We're going to really talk about that, and that's going to, this Saturday I'm going to talk about it tonight in the preview show. That's why I'm cutting this one kind of short, because that preview show is going to be what I'm really interested in, because this is Florida State week. So with that, number 8 on the way, Boomer Sooner, baby, let's drop all the bombs.